If you're watching this video, you probably have a good idea of the benefits of Network Address Translation, or NAT services. Let's take a quick look. The first animation shows servers connected directly to the internet without NAT. The second one shows how NAT helps organize and secure your network. This setup offers several security benefits, like keeping devices separate from the internet, reducing exposure to threats. It acts as a funnel, creating a central point for monitoring and controlling traffic more easily. So why don't all AWS accounts use this method? There are two main reasons. 1, it can be complicated to set everything up properly. 2, using a NAT gateway can be expensive. Let's address these points one by one. Setting up NAT typically involves a lot of manual work. You need to figure out IP ranges, create subnets, set up route tables, and connect everything. Plus, you have to deploy the NAT gateway. The NAT autoM8 simplifies all that for you. It handles the configuration you see on the screen, allowing you to focus on your private servers in just minutes, not hours. It adapts to your needs rather than the other way around. Now, let's discuss the costs. NAT autoM8 is about 40 times cheaper when you're dealing with low traffic. For heavy data usage, it provides even more savings since there are no data processing fees like with AWS NAT Gateway. Another big plus for NAT autoM8 is its ability to route traffic dynamically. Before diving deeper, let's see it in action. First, open the AWS Serverless Application repository. In the list of available apps, check the box for apps that require IAM roles. Then search for and select NAT autoM8. You can check the README for all the technical details. Once you understand the parameters, you can go ahead and deploy the system. I'll be using the default settings, and the deployment only takes 2 clicks. This process will create CloudFormation stacks that include all necessary resources. While that's happening, let's chat about dynamic routing. You might be asking yourself, what is dynamic routing? Traditionally, networks use static routes. For instance, private subnet A points to NAT gateway in public subnet A, and so on. But what happens if there's a problem, like a cut cable? Exactly. The NAT gateway solution can't handle that. If a data center cable gets cut, the servers in private subnet A lose internet access until someone changes the configuration manually. Once the issue is fixed, that configuration must be reset back too. Now, with NAT autoM8, it replaces static routes with dynamic ones. So if there's a cable issue in data center A, traffic is automatically rerouted to data center B in about 30 seconds. And when the problem is resolved, it goes back to normal on its own. Speaking of efficiency, check this out. The deployment and the full VPC setup, which includes around 24 resources, took less than 2 minutes. Finally, let's look at some sizing examples. In the requirements section, you'll see the inputs like the number and size of subnets, and then you can visualize the resulting VPC layout. Let's look at the second example for a more advanced network configuration. These are the most cost-effective NAT solutions. You can learn more through the links below.